Hey, Marine Army Mom, how you doing? Thanks for coming in today. Let me turn the tablet down. Hey, Sanal, what's up, brother? Came out here to do a little inauguration day stream. Uh, Thank y'all for stopping in here. I bit figured everybody's been pretty busy today, so Miss Mobo had to come out and pay some bills. So I was going to do this earlier, but it was really cold this morning, and we were watching our new president, and uh, listening to all the meltdown going on. All the mainstream media is just melting down. Hey, Wyoming girl, howdy to you, darling. Happy inauguration day. It's been a great day for America, that's for sure. I see there's somebody in here, Sandra Arcio. Sandra, darling, I think you're a little too young to be in here. Uh, I want to thank you for stopping in and saying hello, but I really think maybe you should. Thanks, Marine Army Mom. Yeah. Sandra's just a little too young, I believe, to be in here. She's probably out there surfing around today, like most of them kids do. But I'm gonna go get the flags and put them up here today. Well, Dennis Osborne, how you doing, brother? Coming in, hanging out with us a little bit today. Um, Ms. Mobo, she's out here paying some bills. We started the truck up. It's really cold here today, and it's going to be really cold again tonight. Maybe we'll pull up out of here, out of this chilly air here later this week. Supposed to supposed to come back up out of this Arctic air. But it's winter time. But yeah, just glad you're doing well, Sanal. Um, yeah, Dennis, for sure, being an Eskimo. Yep, yeah, it's definitely winter time. That's for sure, brother. So so yeah, we're just celebrating um, getting our country back. Looks like President Trump's gonna. Uh, they're having a they're having a celebration at an arena there because it was so cold in D.C. Everybody's at an arena there and President Trump's going to start signing executive orders at the celebration. Um, so it starts today. We have our country back, and if I never hear that um, regime leader's name again, it'll be too soon. I know them demo rats. They're all melting down, uh, and so is the mainstream media. It didn't take them long to start melting down. Uh, uh, Dennis says nothing new, but it's been 10 to 15 years since we had it. Yeah, that's true, Dennis. Uh, Dennis says lower gas prices again. Well, that's what I voted for, brother. $1.87 a gallon gas. Um, and you heard him, drill baby drill. And our borders, I'm telling you, Sunol says they're shutting down the borders in El Paso, Texas. Yep. Let's see, Governor Abbott was there at the inauguration and the luncheon. They just got done with lunch, so I would expect President Trump to be showing up over there at the arena here pretty soon. Yeah, Dennis. Yeah, the mainstream media, they're melting down already. It didn't take them long. Dennis says left-wing news media is crying about it. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Well, um, he's sure giving them something to talk about, and we're taking our country back. There's not going to be any more of this groveling and this all this stuff that's been going on. We spoke, and the mainstream media is just going to have to deal with it. You know, they were throwing up a whole bunch of numbers like they always do, and I just ain't paying no attention to it. Um, they're they're up to their old tricks, and they'll be doing it for the next 4 years. We'll have to listen to them whine. And they had no Jen Psaki on there. She was whining about it, and yeah, they're all pretty worked up. Um, Dennis says bye 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 puppet and puppet master. Yeah, yeah. Marine Army mom says crime daddy and pardoned his family before leaving office. Yeah, yeah, and the J6 committee, uh, Fauci. Um, oh, there's Renee. Hey, Renee, what's going on this afternoon, darling? Yes, celebrating. Best inaugural speech of my lifetime. Yeah, yeah, darling. It gives us all hope for our country. We've got our country back, and we've got a leader that's gonna take care of us. Snell says, yeah, he also pardoned Hunter. Yeah, something he said he wasn't going to do, but he lied. He lied from day one. He's lied for the last 4 years. I wouldn't expect anything different out of a Democrat. They lie. They're just liars. Period. And now they all want to work together. Oh, we're going to be bipartisan. Bipartisan. That's a joke. Yeah, they haven't been bipartisan forever. They were the reason I never voted until 2020. I wished I'd have voted in 2016, but I voted in 2020 because my president told me to, and he told me exactly what was going to happen, and that's exactly what happened. There were it was stolen. Let's just call it what it is. You know, they say, oh, we don't want to talk about it. Maybe YouTube don't want to hear. Might take you down. Well, there were so many improprieties. I'll sit here and name a few. They can fact check me if they want to. Renee says it's a preemptive pardon legal. That's the question. If them people didn't do anything wrong, why are they pardoned? Why was he pardoning them in the first place? How can you pardon people that weren't convicted? Exactly, and that's the question. And I think that that's not going to fly, and they're going to find themselves in the hot seat. Um, Wyoming Girl says, Renee, it means they're all admitting guilt. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And now they're all worked up about the J6ers. Now, I don't particularly care what happened about, for what happened on January 6th, but I think there's a lot of good Americans that got sucked into that by Ray Epps, the FBI, and Antifa. And so uh, I'd like to see every one of them, they've served their time. Um, Wyoming Girl says the thing is they can still do investigations, get the facts out there. Yep, yeah. Renee says exactly, but is it legal? Wyoming Girl says, I believe Nixon was. And Wyoming Girl says, I do think it can be challenged. I do too, and I think it will be. Um, but boy, I tell you what, they're sure in meltdown mode. President Trump's got them all worked up. He ain't even been a president for a couple hours. Well, he always was president. They've been melting down for 4 years. Um, like he said, he'd been put through more in 8 years, 4 years as president, and 4 years as should have been president, than any president in history. So I wouldn't expect the next 4 years are going to be much difference, except we've got total control. Now, if the Republicans will just use it, that's my question. How many rhinos and what what are they gonna try to do? That's what I'm wondering. Um, so we just take it a day at a time. That's all we're here for anyway. So um, but yeah, yeah. Dennis says they try to stop everything. Yep, they sure do, Dennis. They do, and they change the rules if it don't suit them. They never follow the rules, and then they never take responsibility. They have yet to take responsibility. Milley, he's as guilty as Hillary Clinton. He's responsible for 13 service member deaths. Um, Hillary Clinton, she's responsible for four deaths. And uh, they've still, none of them, been held responsible for anything. So, but I'll tell you what, President Trump's got some folks in there that ain't gonna take their foot off the gas. So, um, this is going to be quite different than it was in 2016. I think President Trump got a lot of bad advice, but he's a businessman. He's not a politician, you know. And there's old Chucky boy in there with his nose all stuck in there, how he's smiling like, yeah. Well, I'll tell you, a lot of these folks they're gonna rue the day. They sure are gonna rue the day. Renee says, if we all walked through the House of Congress peacefully taking selfies, yeah, we'd still be guilty, wouldn't we? Um, So Sonal says good will always win over evil. Well, that's exactly what I believe, Sonal. It sure does, and we proved it. We proved it today. Um, yeah, Renee, we woulda. We sure woulda. You know, a lot of those people. If that had been Antifa or Black Lives Matter, the Capitol would have been on fire. So, you know, um, the regime was always guilty until proven innocent, and a lot of those people pleaded guilty because they couldn't cover the cost. You know, they they pled guilty because they couldn't prove, they didn't have the money. They were innocent, but they didn't have the money to prove it. And that was the regime's objective the whole time, was to break them. And I would expect at the celebration, um, after President Trump eats lunch, he's going to go over there. Vivek and Elon were already over there, and they're going to. I think them J6ers are walking out because there's a whole bunch of them in there for no reason, and there's a bunch of them in there because they wouldn't plead guilty. So they said, send me to jail. So I think there's a lot of them fellas and gals, guys and gals, are going to be walking out of that gulag here pretty soon. Um, the J6 Freedom Corner Patriots are there right now, um, and they're waiting. They're waiting for them to come walking out of there. And I believe once President Trump gets to the celebration and starts to sign, and he's going to sign a bunch of EOs there at the celebration. And I believe the J6ers are coming home. I really do. Not like I say, I don't particularly care how that whole thing went down. You know, Mike Pence, he comes strolling in there like he was, you know, he could have stopped all of this. You know, this we would have never been in this situation if Mike Pence had just done his job. And he wouldn't do it because he was afraid of the Democrats, because they had control of everything. So that's just not the case now. We're uh, uh, we're getting ready to. President Trump's driving the tow truck that's going to pull the United States out of the ditch, and we're going pedal to the metal. And so um, let's all help do our part. Dennis said, oh, Renee says we would have all gone to the gulag. Yeah, we would have, Renee. It's like I say, it's that guilty until proven innocent. That was their idea of justice. Dennis Osborne says if Billy Boy had done his job, World Trade Towers would still be standing. Uh, well, I think that's another one of them. Nobody wants to take responsibility for them not doing their job. That's why I was kind of glad to see them do this inauguration inside, because I worry about our president's life, and I hope that the Secret Service is up to uh, has started to realize what their shortcomings are and fix them and take care of our president, because they're not done. Uh, he's going to have to really take care. We're going to have to really pray for him. Um, Sanal says hello, Renee and Dennis. Renee says, hey guys. Dennis Osborne says, hi, Sonel and Renee. Renee says 200 today. Renee says Mike Pence should have not been there. Nope, he's a traitor. I agree with you. Renee says he's a traitor. Yep. Renee says today is a good day. Yes, ma'am. It certainly is. I tell you what, um, we got our country back. We sure do. And the mainstream media is just losing their mind. I'll tell you, the NBC, the non-broadcasting company, and ABC, the asshole broadcasting company, and CBS, the commie broadcasting system, uh, they're losing their minds. Of course, Fox, they got Prices Right or something on. Fox ain't even getting in there. The network Fox isn't. Um, uh, but yeah, today is a good day, Renee. It certainly is. Sonal says, agreed, Renee. Renee says, Melania is the most beautiful first lady in history. Well, I tell you what, we were talking, me and Miss Mobo, that's a true first lady right there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Uh, Very focused on a lot of good stuff. I see her doing lots of good stuff this next 4 years. And what about Barron? What a handsome young man. I'd like to see him uh, getting involved too. Um, the whole Trump family. What a great example of you know of an American family should be. What American family should be. Um, Renee says class act. Yeah, she sure is, Renee. She sure is. Um, Dennis says if anyone uses TikTok, get off it. Communist China uses it to spy on people. CNN mentioned it today. Well, Dennis, we've all known that for a long time. There's a lot of folks pretty worried up about their TikTok. I'll tell you. Um, but there's really nothing that China don't have their fingers in, and that's what we're going to try to do something about that. Because they've got us in a stranglehold, and Walmart and Target and that's all they sell is China stuff. And you see, China's been trying to run all that stuff over here across the ocean before Donald throws tariffs on all of it, which he should. I'm sorry, you know, but there's a lot of these apps that China's got their fingers in, and you know, there's other platforms. I mean, folks needs to find a secure platform, because what this TikTok thing does, it hurts good people, but it also allows them to infiltrate secure systems, and they've been doing it all along. And Renee says he was so proud of his dad today. Yeah, he was. You could see it. What a great young man. Look for good things out of him in the future. And Renee says, love you. Have to get back to work. All right, Renee, darling. Thanks for taking a little bit of time. I'm gonna go and get the flags here in a minute. I'm gonna hang them up over here and put them up on the post like we do, and let them wave for a little while. And uh, so the stream will be up and running here for a couple more hours. It's not getting dark until a little before 6, so I won't take flags down until sunset. So Sanal says later, Renee. Dennis Osborne says HAGD. I believe that's a have a good day, Renee. And darling, we love you. You and Mac are awesome, and we'll see you downstream, 10-4. But yeah, I just came on here to do this little stream. Like I said, I was going to do it this morning, but it was so cold, and we were watching the inauguration, and we prayed with Mona this morning for our new president. We've been praying for him for a couple of weeks now. I've been praying for him for longer than that, but Mona's been doing a stream every morning here for about the past couple of weeks, and praying for our president. So I didn't start a stream. I didn't come out here because we were watching the inauguration, and I wanted to see it, and then listen to the mainstream media start instantly melting down. that was great. Oh, Jen Psaki, she's a no broadcasting company employee, and that dark-haired gal that did that moderating for that one debate, if that's what you want to call it, and Lester Holt. Oh man, it was great. It was great. And of course the commie broadcasting system. Man, I'll tell you, they were in the asshole broadcasting company. They were just losing their minds. It was great, I'll tell you. Yeah, they was all wound up about the J6ers. And like I say, a lot of them folks, they pled guilty because they couldn't afford to pay to prove their innocence. It would have bankrupted them all, and of course that's all that J6 communist MIDI was interested in, was trying to show how much power they had over the people, trying to scare us all, and then some of them guys wouldn't cave, and so they want to lock him Proud Boy leader guy up for 22 years. Well, I believe they was all egged on into something by Ray Epps, the FBI, and Antifa, that they bust loads of them in there, and Nancy Pelosi, her intentional refusal of National Guard to help keep things under control. Now they've got all these fences, these supposedly unclimbable, non-scalable fences with that fine mesh and stuff in it. They've got it, the whole Washington D.C.'s, they've just got it locked down. They're everywhere. Those fences are everywhere. But at the 2020, after they stole the election, I'm just going to say it. They stole it, man. They, pizza boxes on the windows, locking out Republican count watchers, pulling totes of votes out from underneath covered tables, running votes through those machines 3 and 4 and 5 times, and then stopping the count for this reason or that, because it was too, the people were tired, they couldn't finish it, or oh, we've got a flood in the building, oh, somebody stopped the toilet up on purpose. And uh, then in the middle of the night, when supposedly the count had stopped in 6 battleground states, huge numbers of votes were injected into the system unobserved when the counting was supposed to have been stopped. Now, come on. And then that was a free and fair election. Well, I beg to differ with you. I sure do. But that's all water under the bridge. Now we got our country back, and we're moving forward. And like I say, President Trump's driving the tow truck that's going to pull the United States out of the ditch that the demo rats put us in. So um, uh, the executive orders are going to start being signed, if they hadn't started already, at the celebration at the stadium. I guess it's not a stadium; it's a arena there in D.C. And he's gonna start signing them EOs if he hasn't already started. Um, and I tell you what, I believe that gulag's going to empty out. There's going to be a lot of guys and gals coming walking out of there here in just a little while. Dennis Osborne says probably secured D.C. because of an attack too, in case of an attack too. Well, yeah, they done it for some reason. I think they done it to keep the Trump supporters out. You know, I think it's all about optics with the demo rats. They like that optic. So I do not believe there would have been an attack unless it was instigated by Antifa. And let's just put Black Lives Matter. They're terrorists. They burn stuff down. They don't care about change. All they care about is violence and destruction. Why would you burn your own cities down, for crying out loud? I never understood that part of it. But they sure did. They surely did. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on today. That's for sure. President Trump's going to get real busy here pretty quick. He ain't wasting no time. He has hit the ground running. He got a pretty good crew that's going to try to help him get it done too. And if these demo rats got any brains, they'll confirm his cabinet. And but if they don't, that'll just show that's how the demo rats roll. That's exactly how they roll. So, but yeah, keep praying for our president. That's for sure. Don't stop praying for him. Pray that the Almighty keeps him under his wing and keeps him safe. And he already has the strength and wisdom to confront any situation put before him. But we need the Almighty to sure look after him. That's for sure. Make sure the chat hasn't locked up. No, it seems to be working. We got 2 watching. They're probably watching the celebration.
Oh, for sure.
Oh no, if I can get this phone to turn. Oh, where's it? Oh, there we go. It's gonna get a little warm too.
Probably with the sun.
Whew. Clean the windshield off. Do it again. That looks pretty good. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. Oh, there's all things Pink Impossible. Hey, Pink. Happy Inauguration Day. Oh, and there's Terry. Terry's Trips, Chips, and Talk. How you doing, darling? They're flying our flags for President Trump. Oh, and there's Salted Fishing. Hey, Salted. Wow, thank y'all for coming in, hanging out for a minute or two. Salted says, yo, what up, mobo? Well, we're just celebrating getting our country back. We got President Trump in the tow truck, and he's hooked up to the United States, and he's pulling us out of the ditch today, Salted. And he's getting us back on the road, and we're putting our hammers down, and we're taking our country back. Terry says, how are you doing today, Mama and Papa Mobo? Well, how are you doing, Mama Mobo?
Oh, pretty good. How about you? Sorry.
She's looking at her YouTube or something. She says she don't look at TikTok. I think she's TikToking over there.
Yeah. I'm looking for a CPAP mask.
Oh.
I gotta go get the credit card.
Oh. Salted says, let's go Trump. Yes, sir, Salted. I'll tell you what. It's been a long time coming. We put up with 4 years of a whole bunch of nonsense, but Terry says, thank you for the beautiful flags. Yeah, Terry, I'm doing it because I love our country, and I would have done it earlier, but it was so cold this morning. Goodness gracious, it was below zero here, and we were watching all the inauguration and all the stuff. And there was a lot of people live, and so we didn't. I was going to start it early this morning, but I just couldn't get out. It was too cold. Salton says maybe Trump can stop these fires that are creeping closer and closer to me. Yeah, Salted, we're praying for you out there, brother. I know they're still burning. They're still burning. I don't know why, you know, why they can't get a handle on them, but you got your wind, and it's awful dry out there, and you know that pampas grass growing everywhere, and I don't know, brother. Um, you think with all them water dropping planes and fire retardant that it would knock him down, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. He sure wants to take care of it. Terry says, I pray for that, Salted. Yeah, Salted. Salted says, thanks, Terry. Terry says, 4 years of hell, hoping for a better America. Yes, ma'am. We certainly are. Oh, here's a new one. Diamond 333 says, hello. Is it really necessary for everyone to have a spanner in the chat? Does everyone get a trophy? Well, I'll tell you what, Dime. The reason I do that, because it was done for me, was for us to connect with each other. I don't have a lot of that nonsense that comes in here to this chat. A lot of that carries on spammers and all of that. But the reason I do that is because back in the day, it was done for me, the blue jacket or the wrench, whatever you want to call it. So, is it really necessary for everyone? Well, if we want to connect with each other, yeah, it's necessary, Don. Do you get a trophy? No, you don't get a trophy, brother. The trophy you get is to be able to connect with like-minded people. So maybe if you think that this is unnecessary, uh, well, maybe you don't want to connect. Maybe you are a spammer or an instigator or agitator. So you decide. You decide what you are, and you let me know what you are. Tell us what you are. Salted says, yeah, it's super windy today. Yeah, we've been watching the weather reports showing them Santa Ana winds are going to come back up, and they're real concerned about it out there. I'll tell you, um, we just praying a lot for y'all out there, and Salted says I can go on anyone's channel and sub to them with this cozy blue jacket. That's right, Salted. That's what it's all about, brother. Uh, is is connecting with people, and uh, so you know, uh, I don't know what Dime, really what his problem is, but you know, there ain't no trophy. It's all it is just good people connecting with other good people, Don. There's no trophy in that. What's the trophy in that? I don't get it. I don't get why you would say something like that, but that's up to you, brother. Terry says, no dime, no dime, uh, do, don't spamming, no dime. Oh, Terry says, no spamming the chat, thanks. Oh, well, Terry, he feels it necessary to, to come in here and carry on. That's all right. I have a discussion. I see he disappeared. I guess he got no good comeback about it. Um, but there's instigators and agitators in everything. Every channel deals with it, and so as long as you don't want to get all nasty and start cussing and carrying on, I guess we'll just let him spout about it. It just shows that's the mentality of some folks. They do a lot of they do a lot of scrolling on these vertical chats. There you can scroll on these vertical chats, and they come in. They see everybody's got blue, and he's asking a legitimate question, but then he wants to try to get be an agitator or instigator. Does everyone get a trophy? The trophy, I guess, would be being able to connect with like-minded people. If you consider that a trophy, yeah, we all got a trophy. We sure do, Don. Um, Salted says just sub to you, Terry. Terry says I just subbed to you the last time I saw you, Salted. Salted says, oh, thanks. Terry says thank you too, Salted. Um, but this blue jacket, it just makes it easier for good people to connect with other good people, and that's what I have in this chat. I'm so fortunate to have such wonderful people in my chat. I don't have a lot of folks like Dime, you know, come in here and want to be an instigator or an agitator. Uh, so yeah, but what it does, it helps us grow together. It helps everybody, to be able to sub to each other to help our little channels grow. I don't know. Maybe he's an influencer. Maybe he's a YouTube influencer. Uh, but I know YouTube, they get all, there's talk about, they everybody wants to think that this is these are everybody's a moderator, that everybody can, and that's just simply not the case. Dime, it's just not. It's all this does is makes it easier for like-minded people to sub and support each other, and we can help each other's channel grow. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I'd like to have done this, had these up all day, but you can see how windy it is here, and it was below zero this morning. So I didn't want to come out and that early, let it kind of warm up. And Miss Mobo had some stuff some bills to pay, so she came out and started the truck up, and then I came out and started the stream and put those beautiful flags up um, to celebrate Inauguration Day. I probably should have done a treatment before I came out here, but I didn't. I I took a couple of hits off my inhaler, but I wanted to come out and get the flags up before it got too much later. It's 3:30 here, and the sun's been setting about 5:30. So we've got a couple of more hours that I'll leave them up. I don't like, they're not lit. I don't like to. That's not good flag etiquette. I had a good friend tell me he didn't think a veteran really it mattered whether it was lit or not. All that mattered was that you were flying them. But I don't leave them up after dark because I don't have lights on them. So, but you can see the wind is clipping along here pretty good today. It's got them waving. They sure are pretty. I sure love our flags. I wish we could go out and wave them. I haven't gone out and waved a flag for quite a while because this issue I got. I'm so short of breath that I just can't hardly do a whole lot chasing around like I used to. It's really becoming kind of difficult to do some of the activities I used to do. I haven't been able to help Miss Mobo clear snow. I've done some chopping. You can see you about see me fall down over there, put down one flag up. It's a little slippery over there. But it's supposed to come up, temperature's supposed to come up here later in the week. And so we'll probably be out chopping some more. Terry says, stay safe. They're out there. Please stay out of the cold, Mobo. Yeah, yeah, Terry. Well, I got my scarf on, and we're in a nice warm truck, and I have one of the activities that I want to do. I'd like to do it, but I just don't think it's something I should do. I used to go out and walk around the boundary of the place and look to see where the deer have been running. Look at the deer tracks in the snow. But it's just this cold air. It's really become an issue. Uh, More so this year than, but we haven't really had a lot of really cold air like this for a couple of years. But this air here I'm sure would probably deal me a fit. And my respiratory doctors told me I'm going to have to really watch out because any kind of a lung ailment could be pretty bad for me. And so she's a really great doctor, and she's doing her best to help me manage this. So I don't want to jeopardize her good work. She's a wonderful doctor. I'm really lucky to have found it, to have been led to her. The Almighty, he had his hand on me. He led me to a couple of really good doctors, and I can see now, and that was the whole objective from this whole thing was for them to clear me to be able to get my eye surgery done. Because my shortness of breath, they wouldn't, they didn't want to sedate me because they don't want me to die on their surgery table, and I wouldn't want that to happen to them. And so again, I was really fortunate for a really great eye surgeon also. So I don't want to do anything jeopardize their hard work and diligence of trying to help me, help me live and stick around for a little while longer. And I think Miss Mobo would probably yell at me too.
Yeah.
So I'd have everybody mad at me then. I don't want to do that. And a lot of other good folks too that um, really cares about me and give me lots of love and support through this whole thing. Uh, they they'd be kind of upset too if I did something to jeopardize that. So, but I wasn't out there very long enough to put the flags up, and boy, they sure are pretty, flying pretty nice today. Like I said, I was glad to see them move that inauguration indoors because this air here is also in D.C. and I'll tell you, it wouldn't be good for somebody to be out in this for very long. Could be life threatening. But that arena that they're in D.C., it was packed. It was packed. They showed a little bit of it, of course, in between meltdown sessions on the mainstream media. Um, they were sure melting down. But that arena's packed. Um, and President Trump's gonna sign uh, EOs there at the celebration in the arena. So that'll be awesome. Oh, thanks, Terry. I think is that a saluting emoji?
Looks like it.
I think that's a saluting emoji. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Terry. Salute. Yeah, yeah. They're really flying today. Yeah, it's a little windy. It's about, they say about 15-mile-an-hour wind today. And it's like say it's supposed to get even a little colder tonight. Um, so we just been um, warm and cozy and staying in the house, watching movies, and of course today we watched the inauguration and celebrated us getting our country, taking our country back, and uh, and listening to the demo rats meltdown. That's been the best part of today was watching the demo rats meltdown, and the mainstream media is just they're just oh man, it was grin. You know, Donald this, Donald that, and yeah, Joe tried Joe, Joe's this and Joe's that. No, Joe's a criminal, right along with the rest of his gang, the rest of the regime. You saw old Barack was there without Michelle or Michael, whichever way it swings, I guess. Oh man, yeah, him, Bill, and that old nasty Hillary. That stupid Mike Pence. That what an idiot. I can't believe he even showed his face there, but he did. Like I say, we wouldn't be in this position if he'd have just done his job. But they threatened him. If you go against the establishment, you will pay. So I'm hoping one of them the first EO he signs will be to release them J6ers with time served. Let them folks go home. Uh, like I say, I don't particularly care how that all got handled in 2020. I understand. We waved flags with a couple of folks that were in D.C. And they took their children. They were there with their children, and they weren't even on the side where all of the agitators were at. But she said they still worried about the FBI coming for them for just being there waving their flags, showing their support for uh, our president, or should have been president, instead of uh, installed the installed leader, if you can call him that. Um, so they worried to that day. It had been a couple of years. It was in I think 2022 was when we waved the last flags with them. Because in 23, at the beginning of 23 or the end of 23, I was blind. I couldn't hardly see nothing towards the end. So we didn't do any flag waving at the end of 23 or the beginning of 24. Well, even of all of 24, because even after I got my eyes fixed, I was so short of breath that I couldn't. And Miss Mobo's knees are about shot, and if something was to happen out there on a street corner waving a flag because some idiot rolled up, they yell at you and throw stuff at you and water bottles and all kind of stuff, and I couldn't protect her, and so for that reason uh, we stopped waving flags just for the security issue because I didn't want nothing to happen to us, and the atmosphere was really volatile, and so but I've been out on the overpasses waving for my trucker that I catch every once in a while out there on the big road, Bobby, ride along guy, um, and uh, and then we wave them. I put them up out here on Veterans Day, and today, because today's such a special day, we've got our country back. So, um, but 2025 is going to be a pretty good year. I don't know about you know doing too much flag waving out there, but I'd like to maybe try to do a fishing trip. I haven't been able to go fishing for quite a while, maybe this spring, and and I think I'd like to go out and do some crappie fishing with my brother-in-law. Uh, my abdominal injuries kind of waned in the past couple of years. It was at the point where I couldn't sit down for long periods of time you know on a hard surface
Dang.
on a bench or anything, and but that it's kind of that's kind of cleared up some, and so like we talked about doing a little crappie fishing here in the spring. But I'm kind of looking forward to that. Let the winter get on by, and in the spring, the garden's pretty much ready to go. Miss Mobo's got everything all cleaned up pretty well up there, and we've got some compost to bury and stuff. But um, she's got all her seeds that she's gonna plant. We're gonna look for some Anaheim peppers to plant. Um, but she's got plenty of jalapeno seeds and poblano seeds and that kind of thing, and tomato seeds and cucumbers and our for our pickles and stuff, and salsa, all our salsa making stuff. So we might try to get some fishing in, do some fishing this year. We haven't done that for a while. So, so yeah, 2025 is going to be a great day, a great year, I believe. I certainly do. Looking forward to it. Let's check this phone. It's not too bad. It's not hot, but it's a little warm.
Right.
I was just checking the phone to make sure it wasn't getting too warm. It's sitting up there and the sun's not direct. It's kind of coming through this little cloud kind of filtered.
Yeah, that was her on the TV.
I thought it was. I told you I thought it
I've
was.
been looking for it to see if she was out there. Yeah, that was her.
Oh, I'm back, Terry. Terry says, Mobo family, gonna go eat some lunch, early dinner. Have a wonderful day. 10-4. You too, Terry. Again, thanks for coming in and hanging out today. And I was sitting here playing my game. I've got the stream up in the PIP, and it doesn't show the chat, so I would go in and check it every now and then. So yes, darling, you're so much appreciated. Uh, your kind words and your support mean so much, and we look forward to seeing you downstream. 10-4. Oh, what a sweet lady. Yes, we love you, Terry. Shows 3 watching. They must have a slip in their feed or something.
Right.
So I'm still in here, you guys. I've just been playing my game a little bit while we got the stream running, and watching them flags wave in the wind. You sure love them flags. Gonna be a great year. President Trump's in the tow truck. He's hooked up to us, and he's gonna pull the United States up out of this ditch. So y'all can either help or move out. Get out of our country. We don't want you here. If you're not going to help fix what they've destroyed in the last 4 years, then get out. We don't want you. We got all these movie actors and stuff, and think they're all high and mighty, say how they're going to move out of the country. Well, they're still here. Get out. You said you was going to leave. Get. We don't need you here. I don't watch none of your movies anymore anyway. Y'all think you're so high and mighty, you don't need none of us. Well, I see you do need us. I see y'all's ratings suffering because of your nastiness and your support of our trash, of somebody trashing our country. And that we'll still watch and support your movies and stuff. Well, I'm not. If I see one of your movies come on, I change the damn channel. I don't care if there ain't nothing else on. I ain't watching you. And I used to like some of y'all's movies, but when you trash our country, and then you want to live, make your living out of our pocketbook, and you want to trash our country, and you say you're going to leave. Get out. Get out now. We don't want you. Normal people say bye. Get out of our country. Because I'll guarantee you, every time one of your movies comes on, it's off my TV. I no longer support you. Any of you. You want me to name names? I'll name some names if you want me to. Whoopi Goldberg, Robert De Niro. Of course, I never supported the old goofball on the late night, Stephen Colbert. You say you're going to move? Well, move. Get out of here. Go somewhere else. Because I don't support you anymore. So anyway, I'm going to watch our flags fly. And I'm going to go over here and play my game some more. And I'll be checking back in here periodically so you're welcome to hang in, and I ought to put a poll up about that. I don't think I can do it on the tablet. I think I have to do it on the phone. But I'm telling them actors in Hollywood, you run your mouth about how you're going to leave our country, but you're still here. Well, get out. We don't want you here no more. We don't watch your stuff anyway. Get. So are you watching the? You seeing anything about the celebration going on? Has he started signing EOs yet or
I
anything?
haven't seen nothing yet. I was gonna. Let's see. Here's 2 hours ago. But I think that was when he signed the papers
Yeah.
that said it signs his first executive order.
Well, that was
That was,
just
yeah.
like say they said that was just to papers that they needed to sign to take control of the government.
And 43 minutes ago, participates in first honors ceremony. Let's see.
No, it'd be if he's at the celebration. Is what we're looking for. Anything that shows he's at the celebration at the arena.
Yeah. See, yep, nothing yet.
Squirrel's tribe says she couldn't believe what happened at the inauguration. Wonder what happened.
See that one.
It just came up.
Oh,
I just got a notification.
got a room put out.
Oh, yeah, she was in the Freedom Corners
Oh, uh-huh.
troopers. I said hey to her, but she didn't respond back.
Looks like their JD Vance just came on stage. The arena, he just got there.
Right.
Looks like all the seats are starting to fill up. This is Benny Johnson that has his. Talking about the uh, Bezos wife
Oh,
being able to see her bra. Somebody put no class. It's not a cocktail party. She forgot her shirt. Trashy.
she forgot her shirt.
First and second ladies look incredible. She was his mistress, lol. Poor thing forgot to change out of her street corner clothes. Yeah, that was Boobs McGee.
Oh, that's too funny. Boobs McGee. Well,
Hey, I like hookers. They have feelings too.
she sure thought she was looking awful good, I guess. Well, like I say, when you're a billionaire's wife, I guess it really don't matter. You don't really have to care what people thinks, I guess. Boobs McGee. That's too funny. Well, I did think that was a little inappropriate, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little inappropriate. media platform guys are sure falling all over themselves.
Oh man, it's funny.
We'll see if it makes any difference on it. There's O'Don. He's saying EOs at J6ers. Tori just went live. Sleepy.
Getting sleepy?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting cold.
I'll turn it up.
Just about time to go in and make dinner.
It is 4:30, 4:38. Got a few minutes.
Yep. You okay?
I guess it depends on who you ask.
Well, don't ask me.
I'm fine.
You know I love you.
I know you. Just wait for my captains to get back so I can work on this next job here, or challenge, whatever you'll call it. See what right sides do. Guess I better turn it down so I don't get copyright.
Oh, yep.
And their chat's flying.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can't,
80,000 watching.
you can't even keep up with it.
Oh, they're there.
They're there.
Yeah, JD and Donald.
Mm.
And the First Lady still has her inauguration outfit on. I guess folks are wondering what she's going to wear to the ball tonight.
Ah, it'll be hard to say.
I'll tell you, it's sure full of patriots. There's a lot of happy Americans today. Let me chat. Let me go back to the parade. They sure want him to sign them at J6 pardon.
Oh, yeah.
Free the J6 hostages. Weed Smoker 420 says, Billie Jean is not my lover. Whatever that means. Let me back up here, see if I shit the chat's running so fast. I think he's just Smoke too much weed. Oh, some of these people in the chatters. Did you give me a thumbs up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I sure did.
everybody's attacking everybody.
That's funny.
Yep, everybody's gonna attack crazy, man. Oh man, I'd say I'm staying under my bubble, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
They can all just wait on and trash each other. It's mainly the clans. They're, they're the one clan's attacking another clan.
Oh, you're talking about your game?
Yeah, I'm talking about my game.
funny.
5 o'clock.
Yep. Time to head in. Flags are flying. Oh, let this ever get done. I was upgrading my apps.
Oh yeah, I had a
Yeah.
software update on the tablet today.
Yeah.
I didn't check the phone, but it's automatic, so
No, this was the ones to go in individually and update.
In the Play Store.
Yeah.
You can put your visor up. The sun's going down behind the building now. Be nice if you pack one of them Hooters up and bring it out here. What are you making for dinner?
Well, with it being so cold, it's probably going to be pizza or something. Something I don't have to stand back there and cook.
Well, I thought you were going to bring a heater in.
Well, I haven't got it.
Oh,
Guess I could
pizza be fine.
Guess I could go get it.
No, let's go. Pizza be fine.
Let me go pack you one.
Well, you feed the kitties.
Well, yeah, I'll do feed the cats and I'll do it. Pack one up.
But yeah, pizza be fine. That way you don't have to stand back there. And I'll grab a heater.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll be right
Bring it
back.
in. Sun's getting low. 5 o'clock. It ain't set. I think it'll be another hour. Probably 6 o'clock before it sets. I've been kind of watching some of the right side network coverage of the celebration. And play my game. So I want to go back over there and have a little look at that. Let's go back to the celebration. Well, their chat's really flying. It says there's 82,000 watching. This person here says crotch grabbing. Yeah, they sure was. They had their hand on their junk. I don't get that, but and all that twerking and carrying on, but that's the thing. That's what sells. Oh, that's too funny. This person says Kamala is twerking right about now. Oh, I'll tell you what. I bet a lot of them are headed for the medicine cabinet in their tums, because I'll bet a lot of them's got indigestion. Yeah, yeah. This is all been a long time coming. Should have happened in 2020. Because I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't no way Joe Biden got 81 million votes. There's no way he got more votes than Barack Obama. I will never believe that, ever. Oh, and there's Barron. Barron came. He's next to his mama and daddy now. Oh, is he gonna grab his? Oh, he's doing a little twerking. And JD's kids running around. Melania's smiling. JD's like, "Come here, honey." Look at Melania. She's smiling. Oh, who's this dude? Band-aiders are cringing. Oh, all right. What's this dude saying? Let's turn it up. See what this dude's saying.
By President Trump to be the special envoy for peace in the Middle East. And I'd like to describe to you some of the things we're doing and how it informs on President Trump's policies. First of all, it is an honor to stand before you today as I reflect on the enormity of the role that President Trump has tasked me with. I am constantly reminded of the privilege
the Israeli
to serve under
envoy.
the leadership of my boss, President President Donald J. Trump. His presidency has provided a clear, bold vision for the Middle East, and it is this vision that
Well,
guides every.
like I say, they should let all them hostages go right now. No conditions. No, nothing. Just let them go. You know, oh, we'll let 3 of them go. You let 1,000 of our Palestinian Hamas terrorists go. You know, I don't quite understand all that, but I say drop more bombs on them personally. They're a bunch of terrorists. They started all this by attacking Israel, and then when Israel retaliated, well, then they got all worked up. Oh, you're killing uh, our poor citizens. No, your Hamas terrorists were killing your poor citizens by using them as human shields. That's what killed your poor citizens. Then putting their command bunkers and their weapons caches underneath your hospitals and your schools. That's who killed your population and caused the destruction of your region was Hamas, not Israel. Hamas. And you know, and then the demo rats, they're wanting to take credit. Oh, look what we did on our, you know, and they're going to say, oh, but it was a joint effort. No, the second Donald Trump said, if this isn't resolved by the 20th, all hell's coming to you. That's what made him, that's what moved him right there. So I ain't listening to none of that stuff. Oh, here we got a new chat. Disney Crush fan says, hey Disney, thanks for coming in. Hanging out, we're flying flags for our president today in the inauguration. The sun is setting here pretty quick. It's 10 after 5, so I'll be once the sun sets, I'll take the flags down. I don't fly the flags in after dark, after sunset. So, but we still got a little ways to go. We probably got another 30 minutes or so. But I'm glad you came in there, Disney. I like your turtle. We like turtles. Mrs. Mobo's cousin lives out in San Diego, and they have a pool, and on the bottom of their pool, they have a big sea turtle, and so they let us stay there at their house. We went out to visit. Gosh, we went all over. Went to San Diego, Old Town San Diego, and gosh, we ate so good. And they really took good care of us out there, and so when after we left there, we started up the coast towards Washington State. I have relatives up in Washington State, and along the way, um, we stopped in this. I think it was at Bodega Bay, actually. Um, there was this big sea turtle wall hanging. It was made out of, metal, uh, welded and cut. It was really cool looking. And so they wouldn't take any. They wouldn't let us, give them a little money, give them money or anything for staying. They took such good care of us. So we bought that sea turtle wall hanging, and we had them mail it to them, and they were so surprised and so appreciative when they got it because they really like sea turtles and so it was very cool. It was very cool wall hanging. It was big too. It wasn't no just little sea turtle. It was almost as big as the hood of a car. It was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. So we like sea turtles. We think sea turtles are pretty cool. Kind of curious as to how old you are, Disney. I mean, you look like you might be 18, but you kind of look a little young too. I'm not real sure. It'd be nice if you tell me how old you were. Because really, I don't worry so much about me, but there might be some folks comes in here and doesn't really talk. Children are children, so. But well, I'll leave you up there for now. But it'd be nice for you to tell me how old you was. But I still want to thank you for coming in. Probably caught me on the scroll, probably, didn't you? Was you scrolling? So anyway, we've been flying flags for inauguration day and our new president, and it's going to be a lot better for all of us. Disney, be supportive of your new president. He loves his country, and he loves us, and he's here for us. He ain't here for himself like that last bunch. So support your president. Show me how old you are. Which one is that?
Dream, Dream Eater.
Oh, sweet. Oh, we're back to one watching Disney Crush Band. came in, and I checked her, but she looks a little young. I'll show you, see what you think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she looks 18. You think she looks 18? I don't think so. But I thanked her for she hasn't come back in, so maybe she heard me tell her that I thought she might be a little young for in here, but I didn't time her out or anything.
Right.
Oh, looks like the chat froze. Oh no, that's on the tablet.
I say yeah, because that was the last one.
Be careful, I'm dropping a lot of ashes.
No,
See?
it's out. Need some more?
Well, yeah. What, you gonna do it halfway and then stop? What a chumley. Golly, what the heck? You saving it for something else? Trying to figure out what it reminds me of. Smells pretty good though. Oh, there's something else gone live. Let's go see what something else doing.
Hey Devin, I'm just going live for a quick breaking news. I saw it on the news. Um, so I'm actually gathering everyone in here. It's regarding to a border patrol agent. Hey Mobo, good to see you.
I seen that. Somebody got shot.
Thank you for coming, guys. Trying to get trying to get my car a little bit warmed up here. Did you guys hear about the border patrol agent? He got shot in the neck by an illegal immigrant. So that is
Yeah.
actually what I'm talking about.
They better be safe.
It's all over the news now. Then there was one border patrol agent got killed, shot and killed in Arizona. It's pretty sad. Yeah, there's two Border Patrol agents got shot and killed. One in Arizona and one in Vermont. I'm going to the gas station to get some ice cream. But first, let me get some gas. Yeah. Oh no, this is gonna happen more and more stuff this day. Yeah, mobo, exactly. They're trying to do a mass deportation. Yeah, probably Steven. Yeah, um, they were sending like caravans of illegals. We saw caravans. I saw caravans of illegals that are coming, and now Trump is actually doing a mass deportation. Um, yeah, mass deportation on all of these illegals that are coming in. So it's pretty sad how these I don't know trying to wait for other people to show. There's more sad stories in here. Now that Trump is taking the office today, uh, now there are a lot of illegals that are doing that thing. Yeah, no problem, Mobo. Yeah,
Okay, that's it.
It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Wow.
Get it?
it's kind of sad.
Wow. Get your little buzz.
A little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, that's nice. I didn't go get you a heater red yet.
That's okay. Like I said, I was just gonna do
I mean,
pizza.
two states. It's happening. Now we'll see how. Now we'll see. Trump can make America great again. I mean, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Um, I'm really hoping.
Got 11 likes.
And prayer to all the people in America. I mean, in California who are suffering from wildfires too. Yeah, and Biden pardoned few more people during his departure. Can you believe that? Hey, Alex, I'll be back.
Okay, well, I'll go get dinner going. Yeah, how you like that?
What's it say? America is back.
January 20th, 2025.
Oh, that's your new screensaver?
Some
That was
orders
good.
right now, and
Flag.
that's really what I want to do.
It is cool.
Evidently, they ran out of space, so after
We're
the
going to
C,
sign
they put a
executive
period
orders. First, I'll
because they couldn't put
revoke
the A.
nearly 80 destructive
Oh,
and
right,
radical
And that's how I looked
executive
at it.
actions
Yeah.
of the previous administration, one of the worst administrations in history.
That's
Maybe
just
not one of them, the worst. Anybody that would allow millions of people to pour through our borders from jails, prisons, mental institutions, insane asylums, gang members to be taken off the streets of Venezuela and deposited in our country, and many, not just Venezuela. You know, crime in Venezuela is down 74% because they took their criminals and gave them to us through an open border policy of the previous administration. All over the world, they're emptying their prisons into our country. They're emptying their mental institutions into our country. It stops as of 1 o'clock this afternoon. Okay?
Fucking A.
So I'm revoking nearly 80 destructive, radical executive actions of the previous administration. They'll all be null and void within about, 5 minutes? Is that them over there? 5 minutes? And next, to gain immediate control of the vast federal, out-of-control bureaucracy, I will implement an immediate regulation freeze, which will stop Biden bureaucrats from continuing to regulate. Most of those bureaucrats are being fired. They're gone. Should be all of them, but some sneak through, but we have to live with a couple, I guess. I'll also issue a temporary hiring freeze to ensure that we're only hiring competent people who are faithful to the American public. And we will oppose the hiring of any new IRS agents. We will also require that federal workers must return to the office in person. We're going to take the 88,000 people that they hired to go after you with guns. By the way, they're allowed to use guns and harass you like they were so many other people. Remember this. Okay, remember? Do you remember a little statement about tips? Does anybody remember that little statement? I think we won Nevada because of that statement. But they went out and harassed you over the tips. In other words, we are restoring control of our government to the people. We're going to take those 88,000. Let's see if they'd like to work on the border, because that's what we want them really.
This is the worst case of neglect we have seen in 3 years of working in horse rescue. This beautiful horse is only 3 years old. She was rescued from the slaughter and auction pipeline, where she was dumped by her previous owners in absolutely deplorable condition. This is day 1 of her arriving to the rescue and getting to meet Allie for the first time. You can see every single bone in this young filly's body. That is how severe her emaciation is. Allie noticed she had an open, oozing sore on her face, along with several swellings around both eyes. In just a moment, she will take her first steps into her new life. She is hesitant.
No, it's okay. I understand. COB application? No, the thing is that 2 border patrol agents has been shot and killed. One in Arizona and one in Vermont. And there's a big caravan of illegals that are coming into the state. Their main target is El Paso, Texas. Uh, so Trump actually closed the border. He has to close the border in El Paso, Texas, so that illegals won't come in. So what do you guys think of that border close? Shut down. The border shut down. What do you guys think? Did Donald Trump did the right thing? I mean, if you want my opinion, I said that illegals has to come the right way or not at all. That's what I think. Yeah, of course. I mean, it was going to be ugly. It's going to be really ugly. I knew things were going to be ugly. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. All right, Devin. Hey, Paul. Good to see you. Welcome back. That was quick. I mean, Trump can do it, guys. Trump can do it. I got full faith on Trump. Whoa. Hey, Papa Trucker. Yup, Donald Trump. The inauguration was the inauguration was great. To fill you in, Papa Trucker, two border patrol agents got killed by an illegal immigrant. One in Vermont and one in Arizona. So they actually blocked the border in El Paso, Texas. Yeah, so they closed the border. Yeah, about time, right? I'm doing good, Paul. Thank you so much. Let's get back on topic here. And caravan of illegals. Before Trump took the office, there was actually a lot of illegal immigrants. Caravan of illegal immigrants. Yeah. Exactly, Papa Trucker. Exactly. Glad they finally did something. But
in 2025, Kansas City households will have to replace 85,000 water heaters and 70,000 furnaces.
Beautiful.
And we love the Oval Office. It all starts with the wars start and end there. Everything starts and ends at the Oval Office. We love it. But we're going to go to the Oval Office. We're going to decide we're going to release our great hostages that didn't do, for the most part, they didn't do stuff wrong. You take a look at what went on, and look what happens in other parts of the country. In Portland, where they kill people, they destroy the city, nothing happens to them. In Seattle, where they took over a big chunk of the city, nothing happened. Minneapolis, where they burned down the city, nothing happened. Essentially nothing happened. All they want to do is go after the J6 hostages. A 76-year-old grandmother was arrested the other day because she was looking, I think because she was looking at the Capitol or something like that. Now, we're not going to put up with that crap anymore. And to stop the weaponization of law enforcement, I've been investigated more than any human being in the world. I believe I have the all-time record. Every day a subpoena. Every single day would get subpoenas. I was more than any person. Alphonse Capone, remember you? Alphonse Capone, remember you? Alphonse Capone, remember you?
Oh, you see, Dime was in there, huh? Running it, asking them goofy questions. Did you, Marine Army Mom? I seen that. And I'm not real sure about Disney Crush fan, darling. I think she's a little young. She looks a little young. She don't look 18. Like I say, I don't really worry too much about. I don't have a lot of that carryings on in here, but anyway, I just don't think she ought to be in here. Looks like it's getting a little dark. The sun has set. It's 5:42. So I think I'm going to go out here and take the flags down. Miss Mobo wants me to get her a heater head out of the container, so I'm going to leave you running. Marine Army Mom, if you look at Disney Crush, I asked her how old she was, and she wouldn't answer me. So, um, if you wanna have a look at her, see what you think, you might want to go ahead and remove her too, just because there's adults in here. This isn't a place for children. We talk politics and that kind of stuff, and I just don't think I don't have any nasty folks, real bad nasty folks in here, but I still think it's some of this conversation is not really made for too young a folk, under 18. Now I'm sure they hear stuff and they've heard their parents talk about it, but on a YouTube channel is not the place for them to have a political conversation with strangers. They need to have that political conversation with their parents, and then when they turn 18, they can come in here and we can talk politics and stuff. And I just think they ought to have that conversation with their parents, not with some strangers on a YouTube channel. So, okay, well, I'm going to go take the flags down. I'll be back here in a little bit. Ms. Mobo's working on dinner, so we'll probably shut the stream down here just a little while. I don't know if anybody else will come in or not. Everybody's probably watching the celebration. I've been kind of flipping across to the right side, broadcasting. I like their channel pretty good. I've been listening to Real America's Voice for a while, but so you'll see me taking the flags down. So I'll be back here in a little bit. Goodness gracious. Well, got the flags taken down. Another great flag waving stream. A great inauguration day. Wish it hadn't been so cold, but I was kind of glad it was. So they took that whole thing inside. Kind of lessened the risk, the security risk for our new president. They're gonna, we're gonna have to really pray for our new president. Pray to Almighty to protect him like he has been. Pardon me, folks, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't do my midday treatment today because I was out here doing the stream. I did use my inhaler several times, but I'll get my evening treatment in. Did y'all see the horse? I didn't know if you could see the horse or not. He came down right up, down almost to the fence. I don't know if you could see him or not. Oh yeah, there he is. You can see him up there in the back corner underneath that tree. That's our horse. Not our horse, but our horse that lives across the road, and I made a short with him in it. He's been over there a long time. I think it's the landowner's daughter's horse. I never see him riding him or anything, but he's a good horse. He don't try to get out. He just kind of cruises around. He'll come down to the fence every once in a while, kind of look at us. I don't go over there and pet him or nothing, but yeah. If you enlarge your screen, you can see him up there underneath that tree in the sunset. That's the horse. I seen him walking back up there towards the barn, and he cut across over there. And he's over there eating grass there along the fence. Yeah, he's up there kind of milling around. Oh, looks like he's gonna make a move for the barn. He's coming out for some green grass up there. So it looks like there's still one watching. I want to thank you for coming in and hanging out and hanging with me all day. 11 likes, man, I sure appreciate y'all. Are awesome. Thank you so much for your support and your kind words. Y'all are awesome. I'm truly blessed to to have y'all in here. I just want to let you know that how much I appreciate y'all. Let's go have one more look at right side here while I'm still out here. Oh, looks like they're headed back to the looks like he may have reversed the TikTok ban. I was in putting the new heater head on the heater for the kitchen for Miss Mobo, and Nancy Pelosi skipping President Trump's inauguration. Yeah, that's pretty smart. We didn't want her there anyway. I don't want to look at her old nasty self. Trump expected to replace Secret Service director after assassination attempt failed or fallout. I did see him sign the EO removing us from the Paris climate deal. Oh, New York City Mayor Eric Adams to meet with Trump in Mar-a-Lago on Friday. And I went in on Sanal was live, and Trump announces 7 new leaders ahead of inauguration weekend. Trump demands FBI preserve DEI records after quietly closing office. Oh, yeah, don't let them destroy that stuff, because that's what they do. They destroy evidence. That's truly what them Democrats do. It's disgusting. And also he signed what was it? He signed the oh goodness, he signed another one when I was in there, but I can't recall it. I can't. I saw the Paris Peace Accord, or the Paris Climate Change. Oh, and the UN. He signed a UN declaration, or EO, about telling the UN why we were pulling out of the Paris climate deal. That's the other one that I saw. Domino effect. World leaders and businesses fall all over themselves to make nice with Trump as he takes power. Yeah. Their tune has changed. It's quite incredible. What a strong leader, the impact that a strong leader makes. Trump announces appointment of new Hollywood ambassadors: John Voight, Mel Gibson, and Sylvester Stallone. Yeah. So anyway, they've headed back to the White House, and he's going to continue signing EOs. One of them will one or several will pertain to the J6 hostages, political prisoners that we have are holding in gulags across the nation. The main one is the one there in D.C. DeSantis selects new senator to replace Marco Rubio. Trump reveals list of people his new administration will not be hiring. So anyway, they're headed back to the White House, to the Oval Office, to continue pulling our nation out of the ditch. Let me go back here and see if anybody's scrolled across and if there's any new chat. And if there's not anything new, I will probably go ahead and shut this chat down for the evening. No, looks like it's pretty quiet. Marine and Army mom was in and timed out Dime for his instigator and agitator comment that he made about the everybody having a spanner. They call him a spanner over. I'm sure he's probably across. He probably scrolled across the chat and seen that everybody has a blue jacket, and he said, why did we need, everybody needs spanners? That's a wrench. And did they get a trophy? Well, you know, the blue jacket or wrench or spanner, as Dime 333 calls it, is so that good people of like minds can connect with each other. And it's a lot easier for folks to do it if they have a blue jacket. And it's not for them to come in here and moderate people. Although I've got a couple of really good folks in here that do kind of watch out for me. Now I could have done Dime, and I could have probably done little Disney. I still think she looked a little young, but she never would answer me. I asked her how old she was. So, but I left her in there. I just told her I didn't think that there was political conversation in this chat some, and that I didn't feel like political conversation with people in a chat was the proper place for Disney to be getting her political conversation should be with her parents. And so, but she never came back in. She just said, hey. I'm sure she was scrolling. She probably seen the flags, wondering what was going on. But I want to thank y'all for your great chat. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for your support. You don't know how much it means. Words don't justify it, and so I'm not even going to try. Y'all know how I feel about you, and so you know, I think on that note, I'm gonna wish y'all a great Inauguration Day evening. I want you to go find you a good either Right Side Broadcasting Network, RSBN, on YouTube, or Real America's Voice. You know, I haven't watched them for a while. You know, Jack Posobiec and Steve Bannon. You know, he served his time falsely, because he wouldn't cave to the criminal prosecution of himself, and so they put him in prison for 4 months for contempt of Congress. And the ones that need to be jailed for contempt of Congress are the folks that were on the J6 committee. every one of them needs to be in prison for 4 months for contempt of Congress and the destruction of evidence pertaining to a investigation. They should, actually probably be in prison longer than 4 months. But that's just my opinion. So regardless, get in there and watch our new president sign some more executive orders. There's going to be some big ones, and don't listen to the mainstream media's false narratives, because they're still on the wrong side of all of this. So do your research. Be careful of who you listen to, and don't give your money to people that hate you. So, again, I love y'all, and we'll see you downstream. 10-4.